Hey guys, Junkyard Joe here. Getting back to you with more of Fallout 4's new survival mode. Now, the last video was pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest, the quality wasn't what I was going for. A lot of freezing, a lot of lag. The game itself played fine, but the video recording, not that good. So I lowered the settings as far as they could go, and I'm really hoping it records properly this time. Because if it doesn't, well, I'm going to be very sad. And I'm probably going to have to watch some tutorials. High encoding CPU usage. Okay, hold on. I gotta go into the settings for open broadcast software instead. Let's see, encoding. Said it was too high, right? Let's lower it. Alright, everything's working well so far. Nope, it's not working. Okay. Sorry, this is a bit of a distraction from the actual video, but I guess I gotta, I took the advice of some tutorial dude, and I set my encoding to like 8,000, and apparently that's no good. So now it's at like 2,000. So, right, everything's good so far.
Codsworth, stay safe, buddy.
And your family as well, son? Oh, my.
So, let's see. Probably missed a little bit since the last video. Different autosaves or whatever, but we talked to the, Vault Tech sales rep, and we picked our name, our stats. I can't show you the stats now because console is disabled for the new survival mode, and I don't have a Pip-Boy. But, we had like, I think strength of 5, perception of 2, endurance of 5, charisma of 8, intelligence of 4, and everything else was 2.
If you're in the program, step forward.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Yeah, it's still a little laggy, but I guess it's alright.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
You two, follow me. Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside the
We're doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform.
Alright, let's go. Into our new life at Vault Tech. Okay, not sure if I covered these complaints in the last, part 1,
We love you too.
but I actually do have a lot of, let's not call them complaints, let's call them criticisms of, the new survival mode. First, there's no manual saving, which made my first attempt at making a part 2 for this like 30 minutes long. And I really didn't want it to be that long, especially since it turned out I wasted all that time because it kept freezing. The game played fine, the open broadcast software. But besides recording issues, no manual saves is is a problem for a whole bunch of other reasons that you probably don't want to hear me get into.
Everyone please step off the
But no manual saves and no fast travel either, which is never been a thing with the Bethesda games before. Like, no fast travel, it's a bit of a problem because it's a pretty big map, and you get a lot of Radiant quests that send you like halfway across the map. Like Preston Garvey says, another settlement needs our help. And it's a settlement on the very, southern edge of the map, and you have to go all the way there, and then they tell you, there's some ghouls and or raiders nearby that are giving us trouble, and we've been scared for weeks. Can you please help us by fighting them off? And then you go to fight off the nearby ghouls or raiders, you check your map, they're on the very other edge of the map, like nowhere near the settlement.
Our home. Everything we
It's a bit of a bother, I'm gonna be honest. But, you know, with fast travel, it's at least manageable. But with no fast travel, no fast travel, it becomes unbearable. Like, the only things I can think of that are left for getting across the map a little faster than walking pace is... Oh, shit, I forgot to comfort my son before I stepped in the decontamination pod. Oh well, it's not like he'll resent me or whatever. He's a friggin' baby.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize.
But, yeah.
Just relax.
There's only 2 ways left to get across the map a little faster than walking pace, and that would be using a vertibird grenade, which still doesn't get you from point A to point B in a loading screen's time. You have to sit in the vertibird the whole time, and it might make detours to fight. Or the Institute, and honestly, I have not gotten into the Institute on survival mode, so I would not know if the Institute's whole fast travel thing still works in survival mode, you know? Because if so, then a lot of people might use the Institute, side with the Institute, when they normally wouldn't, just out of necessity of, you know, being able to fast travel. But, yeah, that's it. What would be really cool, though, and would make the no fast travel for survival mode make sense, is if you could make, like, Brahmin taxi stations at your settlements. Like, you make the station, you make the stables or whatever, and, you have to have stables in, like, a town, in both the town you're at and the settlement that you want to go to. And, like, you pay them some caps, and they're like, where to? And then a list of settlements that you run that are under your control pop up, and you can choose one. It'd be like in Skyrim, you know? That would be great. And maybe they will do that. I don't know. If they did, it would be really cool. Otherwise, a lot of walking around the map. And I know it's for exploration and stuff, but there's a lot of inconvenient things you gotta do, and if you could manually save, then no fast travel would be okay. But no manual saves. You can't save until you get to a bed. So that sort of screws, you know, saving in the middle of a firefight. You really gotta prepare yourself for firefight. Scout out an area, make sure you come prepared. Retreat if you think, you know, retreat as soon as you think I won't be able to escape alive. Because you're just gonna wake up in your bed with a bad dream. So, man, I'm kind of rambling here. But no manual saves plus no fast travel means a lot of people that don't have time to spare looking for, you know, a bed so they can save the game and stop playing for the day. Like people with jobs, people with school. I'm both of those. It would be a huge ass hassle. Oops, sorry, I just cussed. Let's see, you take her wedding ring so you can, like, pawn it off for 200 caps. Not really, I just keep it in the workshop. But, man, just the whole fast travel issues and the no saving issues. Yeah. Alright, let's just loot all the resources we can out of this vault, you know, while possible. Because we're not coming back here. Not even for that cryolator gun, because let's face it, there's a lot of great weapons in Fallout 4. You don't need the cryolator. It's pretty pointless to get it. Unless, like, you really just want to, like, complete your weapon collection later on and you have nothing else to do. Then I can see the point of getting it, but, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. And especially in something like survival mode, where you don't have a lot of luxuries and ability to build strength quickly like you do in normal mode, there's gonna be 0 point in coming back to this place, getting thirsty and hungry and tired, possibly catching tetanus from all the rust everywhere, just so you can get a Mr. Freeze Ray gun. But it is a good place to farm up some roach meat, you know? Oh yeah, in survival mode, you're gonna wanna, you know, kill all the roaches and harvest their meat before you go, because you get hungry and thirsty fast. Oh, and empty containers for water, stuff like bottles. You're gonna want that too, because you get thirsty and hungry really fast, and food and water don't heal you anymore. They just, make it so you're not hungry or thirsty, which can impose limits on your stamina or your health. Oh, see, you can use the R button to fill bottle at a sink, and luckily it's all purified water instead of dirty water. Imagine having to take radiation like every time you drank. Ugh. Let's see, let's take the Red Menace game, just, in case I feel like playing a game within a game at some point. I won't, but it's always nice to have the option, I guess. Fill that other bottle. Gotta get that purified water. And we're also gonna get a lot more roach meat because, you gotta eat. I would risk getting hit by the Teslas just to get that meat. Because, Junkyard Joe loves his gigantic nuclear roach meat. It's just a delicacy. Everyone in the old world used to make fun of him for eating roaches, but now it's the norm, so nobody can make fun of him anymore. Yeah! Just getting into a little roleplay here. After all, it's an RPG. You gotta immerse yourself in the character, and, you see, that's a good example of why you want to use VATS. Because, again, water fountains don't heal you. So, and look at what those roaches did. They took away a lot of health. So, you're going to want to use VATS whenever possible. Like, just think about it. That's what a couple roaches did in like 2 seconds. So imagine what a level 1 raider can do. Let's open the tunnel, the escape tunnel.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
Not coming back later for you. Just take the last few items.
Gotta keep moving.
Cannot sleep here, even though that's the only way to save, because I don't know why. Now let's show off that sharpshooting, kids. Yeah, don't eat. Oh man, I was aiming for the guy on the wall and I hit the guy right in front of my face. Alright, let's get that guy on the wall now. And, bada boom. Now, again, you're going to want to collect any meat you find at all because hunger is a real issue in survival mode. You get hungry after a matter of hours, which is a matter of real-world minutes. So, just collect all the meat you can. You're going to be at your settlement a lot, and you're going to be exploring cautiously. Because, again, you can't save whenever you want. It's a lot more dangerous. You deal a lot more damage, and so do your enemies. And, man, food and water don't heal your health. Oh, and enemies don't show up on your radar anymore. Oh, that cockroach just came out of the floor. Jesus. Let's take this off the guy's left arm. Don't know why he's just laying there. But here we go. Now we can finally open up our inventory, our map, everything. It's great. It's beautiful. Okay. Here we go. It's initializing. No reason for it to be initializing. Adrenaline, a new feature. The more you do combat while you're, awake and stuff, the higher your adrenaline goes, which means you can do more damage. It's pretty cool, Adrenaline goes down when you sleep, though, so you gotta think, do I want to save and, rest so I don't get fatigued? Or do I want to keep my adrenaline pumping? The answer is you wanna save and you wanna not get fatigued. So you're gonna lose that adrenaline a lot. It's more of a, you rank it up in the moment. You don't want to stay awake for days on end just to keep that adrenaline pumping, because that's gonna be the last thing pumping. Because your heart's gonna stop pumping, but you'll die. Alright, we're almost done. Just gotta get out of here, make a bed, go to Sanctuary, go to Codsworth. Oh man, now that we're leaving the vault, another little tick that's been in my mind for a while is you don't really get to immerse a lot. Like Fallout 3, you got to immerse in, you know, what it's like to be a vault participant, because, you know, you have when you're a baby, not really necessary. You have when you're like 10 years old, you have when you're like 16 or whatever, then, you know, 18 or 19 as you're leaving the vault. Like, you know, you feel like this is a life I'm leaving behind. This is, you know, moving on, big change. But not in this. You have like 3 minutes of what the guy's life is like before, or the girl's life is, before the bombs drop. You got like 3 minutes of that, then instantly, boom, you go in the vault. And then maybe, oh, maybe I get to experience a little of what vault life is like. But then, boom, 1 minute after you enter the vault, you're freezed like a fish in a meat locker or something. And then, boom, you go out of the vault, there's cockroaches everywhere, and you go out into the wild world. So it doesn't really feel like you've lost anything, or that the world's changed, because you only saw it for like a minute. Like, if they had done something with what his life is like before the bombs, like how they did with Fallout 3, then maybe it'd feel like you were losing something, but in this case, it really doesn't. It's just, okay, he was alive before the war, I guess, but we don't know what any of it was like. Not really. It's... I think it's a wasted opportunity. But I mean, trust me, I love Fallout 4. It's just, there's issues, man. And a fan of something has got to recognize that there's issues, you know? It's telling me to talk to Codsworth, but I'm sorry, buddy, but you're gonna have to wait. Because, whew, buddy, we just gotta make a bed, and we gotta end this video before it gets too long. It's a little odd thing, but I just like to have the amount of furniture that's been in a settlement before I start changing it. You know, it's just so I can rearrange it a little. Alright, let's just, I don't know, place the bed so it's a little less sloppy. And worry about the nitpicky stuff later, I guess. Alright, we're gonna sleep. This hasn't been too well structured, but anyways, this is Junkyard Joe. And, I'll see you guys next part 3. See ya. Let's just check that it saved. Alright, yes it did. Yes it did. It saved. Alright. Adios, guys. I'll see you at the junkyard, or I don't know. Bye.